Well, hey guys, we're in 2019 now, and surprisingly, I find that the sunrise has been exactly the same as in 2018 and 2017 or 1996. Or I own a 1989 Royal Enfield uh, Bullet Deluxe, and that was the first bike that started off my love for old motorcycles, vintage motorcycles, or motorcycles which were unique from each other. And the reason I liked this one was because this was the most affordable British format of motorcycling you could get back in India. Uh, what I mean by British motorcycling. Now, British motorcycles had a trend of having the gears on the right side and the brake on the left side, which was counterintuitive to everything that the world was doing. So all your BSAs, your Triumphs, your Ariels, your Matchless, and a Royal Enfield, of course, had the gears on the right side. And people who associated with these bikes were very less compared to what it is now. Because of the learning curve that the bike needs, not just to change gears, but to even start the bike. Now, not long ago, there was no Royal Enfield. Royal Enfield died long ago, way before 70s, if you ask me. Because when the British withdrew, the company became Enfield India, and that's where my bike especially was made in. They had the blueprints to the cast iron engine and the technology, everything, and they just made the bike and sold it in India, and later on a little part to the rest of the world as well. But then only recently the new engine came out, and the company got back the name of Royal Enfield because they needed it for their marketing terms, because it would be ridiculous for the rest of the world to introduce the Bullet now as Enfield India, which is the British version of Royal Enfield, and that's not going to look good at their products. So they got the name, and I think that was just a marketing move, and the company just headed into marketing rather than being real old school as it was. Now the problem with my bike was after I got the Bullet, I just started accumulating more and more and more of bikes, and never really got to ride this much. So I did the biggest sin that I could. I just made the bike sit for 3 years. So I dismantled the mudguards and the toolbox, but as it was sitting there, it just started to rust. So what we're dealing now here is with a flat battery, a clogged carburetor, a very, very, very rusted tank, and basically I think if you just clean the carbs, get a new battery and mount it, we might end up starting it. Well, so technically it's day 2 of our build, and as of now I'll be taking the mudguards and the toolbox to the mechanic, and we'll try to figure out what to be done, because the two options are to chrome plate it or paint it. And what's unique about the whole model of the Bullet Deluxe is it came with chrome mudguards. So am I gonna stick with originality? Not necessarily. I've never stuck with originality on any of my bikes. Always love to add my touch or my end of modification before I bring an old bike back into life.
அப்படிதான் இதே மாதிரி தான் லைனை மாற்றி கொடுத்து ஒரு பல்சர்.
சரி
இதில் வச்சு நம்ம இந்த ஸ்க்ரூ வந்து லூஸ் பண்ணணும். லூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த கேப் இருக்கலாம், இந்த கேப் லேஸ் அது இது மாதிரி வச்சு டைட் பண்ணிடணும்.
சரி
டைட் பண்ணிட்டேன் அப்படின்னாக்கி அது கரெக்டாக இருக்கும். பாயிண்ட் இது இன்னும் நல்லா செட் பண்ணலாம். ஸ்டார்டிங் டபுள் இல்லைல்ல,
சுத்தமாக இல்லை,
அதனால ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. இருக்குது ஏதாவது ட்ரபுள்னாக்கி நம்ம பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
சரி
இந்த பாயிண்ட் செட்டிங்கை வந்து இந்த இதில் வந்து தான் பண்ணணும்.
புரியுது. அதுக்கு தான் மட்டமாக இருக்கும்போது
இப்படி இந்த இதெல்லாம் வச்சு பண்ணக்கூடாது.
சரி அது அப்படி வேற வந்து
இந்த சவுண்டும் நல்லா இருக்கும்.
So as you've seen in that video, I've been to Bangalore and I've been there for a while, and before I left I did set out the seat spring and then the metal levers and what else, the decompressor lever, the headlight shade, the headlight ring, all of that. I mean, like, all of that was just a big pile of rust. So these ones need to be electroplated, and I had no choice. So I've just now need that I'm here, I need to basically just get the bike put together. And one thing I didn't say is I am selling this bike because you'll know why I'm selling this bike towards the end of this video. So I'm parting with this, and I've found myself a buyer, and we've agreed on a price. So with that said, the bike just needs to come back to life. So the bike is finally done and it's up for sale now. It's a hard time for me to part with it, but that's how it is. Sometimes it's good to let go of some which you're really holding back on, and I hope I buy this back again. That's just a wish. Okay, so I've officially parted with my bike, and who's basically purchased it is, if you ever watched my channel, it's my friend who helped restore my Max 100. His uncle was interested, and he was on the lookout for a bullet for quite a long time, and he wanted the bike as it was. And so that's the reason you would have noticed that the mudguards were not done. He wanted it as it is because he had other plans for the bike anyways. So yeah, we ended up riding the bike to his home this morning. I've handed over the documents and the bike has officially left me. So why did I sell it? Probably, if at all you watched my channel, I'm buying my old bike back, and I hopefully get to keep that for a while, and I'll be sharing my thoughts on what's gonna happen with the next bike as well. So stay tuned.
And he walked across the room, and there in the corner, I hadn't seen it before, was this jukebox. And he put in a coin, and he pressed 3 buttons.